Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is mentor Faiza Shaikh. As you know that nowadays I am going to discussing the English literature that is very important and dominant literature in all over the world. In last video we have discussed the Dr. Samuel Johnson. He is belonging to the 18th century. So now discussed another poet. He is also belonging in 18th century, Alexander Pope. Alexander Pope basically was an English writer, English poet, translator, and satirist of the Enlightenment era, who is considered one of the most prominent English poets of the early 18th century. He was born 21st May 1688 in London, England, and died in 30 May 1744, aged because he was in 56 age. So he was died in Twickenham, Middlesex, England. So his genre, poetry, satirist, and translations too. Pope produced many works, and especially in literary movement, classicism, Augustine literature. If we will talk about the family background of the Alexander Pope, so father was a successful linen merchant in the Strand of London's. Mother was Edith, the daughter of the William Tumor, Esquires of York. Both parents were Catholics. Alexander Pope basically got the education from taught to ready by his aunt and attended Typhon's schools and Syraxa, 1698. Also attended two Roman Catholic schools in London too. Further turning points of his life too, if we will talk about the turning points. So basically turning points of his life: port disease, a form of the tuberculosis that affects the spine, respiratory difficulties, high fever, inflamed eyes, and abdominal pain too. So Alexander Pope basically he is earlier poet of the 18th century. So he produced a lot of work in which pastorals and essays, criticisms, Masiha, he rap of the log, Windsor Forest, the Temple of the Femme, a vision of Aloysia to the Abelard, 3 hours after marriage with others, elegy of the memory of an unfortunate lady, Peribathus, or the art of sinking in the poetry. The Dunciad moral essays on the man, epistle to Dr. Arbuthon. So he produced a wonderful work. Here is the one of the most important, The Rape of the Clock, basically written by Alexander Pope in 1712, a mock heroic narrative poems, ridicule superficially and the frivolity and the amateurialisms, 5 cantos in 1714. Rap means theft, witty, feminized, epic, delicate imaginations, verbal music, gentle satire on the vanity of the fair sex too. There are so many characters and so many tragedies in our the world. So at the end of the class, so I will discuss some important thing with you related to the Alexander Pops, in which legacy of the wit and satire he was, and he was mastery of the form, and he has the critical insights. Pop's wit, wisdom, and explorations of human nature continue to the resonate with the readers today. He remains a key figure in the canon of the English literature, celebrated for his enduring contributions too. So this is all about the Alexander Pope. He was 18th century writer, and I am very excited and happy that you are watching my videos and like. So I would like to say all of them, all of those students, they are in appear in English literature, and they are also in the English literature classes. So subscribes, likes and shares my channels, because there are so many important and informative and knowledgeable videos here. So इजाज़त दीजिए, अल्लाह हाफिज़।